go. You want to gamble with me? I'll throw your game into shambles.
What you gonna do with me? The ace of spades. I count my cards. I know how to play. Standing here with no fear. What you gonna do with me? The ace of spades. I count my cards. I know how to play. Standing here with no fear. Do you all remember me from Top Model 5? But did you know I could dance and spit some rhymes? I'll give you a show.
Gosh, where should we park? She's got the answers, I'm telling you.
Yeah, she's looking around. She's
looking for a parking spot.
Hi. What's up?
Yeah, parking's a bitch.
Yeah, so it was fun jumping in the car with Lisa D'Amato and filming all sorts of stuff. Met her in LA. And this is the story of her interview and also her really cool song called Ace of Spades. You'll get the whole story behind it. But we're talking about it as we're walking along to the cafe.
It goes on and on and on and on. That one I wrote like probably a month ago or something.
So they like to say yeah.
Oh no, there's like a whole story how I got that. I got fired from a nightclub I was working at because I grabbed the mic and started like freestyling. Got fired, but got a record deal.
Yeah, so even hearing that, getting fired from a job and then getting a record deal, it's awesome. And here is the story.
Straight at ya. Fun turns to tragedy when... No, just kidding.
I have no idea where we're at, but we're in LA somewhere. And Lisa D'Amato, how are you?
Wenga and Franklin, and I'm doing great, thank you.
And we actually met on Myspace through quite a random little email. How long have you been on Myspace for?
Actually, I've been on Myspace probably like 3 months after I was on the Top Model show. Like a year and 3/4 maybe.
Okay.
I've been on Myspace. I didn't want to do it. I thought Myspace was weird. But my friend, my little gay faggoty friend who I love so much, Brennan, I love you. He's like, Lisa, you got to go on this and see like what your response will be. And I'm like, whatever. So he wrote it all and did it all. And then all of a sudden he's like, I can't take it. I can't do this anymore. It's too much. It's too much. And I was like, all right. And then I slowly got addicted to it.
It is good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's so... It takes over. Like, it's so bad. Like, for instance, it's so bad. Like, there was this boy that I was dating, and I felt like he was like, you know, kind of shady or whatever. So I didn't speak to anybody. I don't really know anything, but I went down his comments.
Yeah.
And like, and then any girl that posted something that was like, oh, you're hot or whatever, I would click on hers to see if he went, like, go down her comments and see if he wrote anything. And then I was like, what? I was like, Ariel, fucking Katie, all these, I'm like, who are these girls? What's going on? And he's like, were you talking, who'd you talk to? And I'm like, if you only knew, and I'm like, he's like, were you talking to Ariel? And I was like, check to that one. I knew that one. I was, you know, it was a hunch, but I was right. So it kicked him to the curb. Fucking asshole.
Well, it's fun because we got to meet really quickly and film a chat here in LA. And you're a local girl, right? Grew up around here?
Local. Yep, I'm a local folk. This is my street.
How would you explain to people from around the world? Because it's a pretty sort of funky part of the world, isn't it?
Oh, LA?
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. This is an actually very interesting topic.
Okay.
People go, oh my God, you're from LA. Like, you're so cool. Like, you're really down to earth. And I'm like, yeah, man. What do you mean? Like, there's this stereotype of like people in LA that they're very fake and they're, you know, very I don't know what other term,
like a scene or something, like it's all
like they're all like, you know, peroxide hair with big fake titties, and they're all wearing like, you know, fake Gucci or real Gucci or whatever, you know, or they all pretend to be like some sort. Those aren't us people. That's not me. Those are the people who come here from like Idaho or like Albuquerque and like wanna like this. They decide they want to come to LA to be something, so they just kind of think that that's the way they need to be. Look it, I ain't like that. I'm cool, man. Shit.
So what was like the story with, because I must admit I only got to see a couple of shows of America's Next Top Model, and that was probably 5 years ago with Janice Dickinson and stuff on there. What was it like for you being, I know, who's on there now, I don't even know. But was it a cool experience?
That's a very interesting question, Bob.
Well, thank you for asking.
Actually, you know, as much as it was incredibly horrible, there were some fun parts. There were some fun times in there.
I've heard some rumors that you were a bit of a wild child, and did you get in trouble or something? You weren't going to play by the rules, right?
Oh yeah. Well, first, let me just clarify something. Rules are meant to be broken, 1.
I agree.
And 2, I do what I want. And 3, if you want to hate on me, just turn around and go eat a ham and cheese. Leave me alone. You know, it's like 1, this is what people don't know, is I've actually been modeling since I was 12. Traveled the whole world, like Australia, New Zealand, Milan, lived in New York, like I've modeled forever, and I've, you know, working model. So when I went on the show, they didn't really want me to say it, you know, they didn't want me to tell, like, the other girls.
So they could discover you, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. So basically, like, I knew what I was doing, and then and also they show me telling the girls what to do, but they don't show the girls asking me. They asked me what to do, people. Because obviously I knew what I was doing, so I told them, but they just showed me telling them, and not. So now I look like a bitch. Right. But I ain't a bitch, so whatever, you know. And also, if you do really well and it's a competition, I'm from LA. I'm from a very, like, cultured area. Like, if you're from New York, and the business in general, like, I'm very aware of the business. So when you do really well and you're confident, and, like, you show that you don't care as much. Like, I cared, but, like, I didn't really, like, I'm not gonna, like, cry a river, like, the day before elimination, you know? Then they're like, oh, Lisa, you think you're so safe. You think you're so safe. Oh, you know, it's like, now you have enemies, and it's like, whoa, chill, man. Like, sorry if I'm not from Boonesville. Sorry if the only thing I know about is making blizzards with ice cream, you know? Like, come on now.
So how did you go on the show? What ended up happening? Like, I've got no idea. Were you on there for 1 week or what?
No, I went to the top where you go on a trip. Oh. Yeah.
What you gonna do with that?